Hello, I'm back. I'm really tired. But I'm gonna get through this because I really want to do this. I can look back on this and be like, oh snap, I used to be so much small. I am 6 weeks and 4 days, but according to the ultrasound. I'll show that later. But according to the ultrasound, I'm 6 weeks and 4 days, and it'll start over every Saturday. But according to my period, I should be 7 weeks. So, I go back in 2 weeks for another ultrasound, which would be the 8-week mark. But I'm hoping by that ultrasound, maybe it'll be clearer and the baby will actually be 9 weeks. That would be nice. Because as of right now, the baby's supposed to be due December 26th. As before, it was supposed to be due 21st. Which I know that's still close to Christmas, but I'm hoping that this kid is not born on Christmas. Because it needs its own birthday. I mean, Christmas is a big deal. And then your birthday. The only people who would care would be your parents. Because nobody cares about your birthday when it's Christmas, boo, okay? So, I'm praying that the baby actually has its own day. You know what I mean? Okay. But yeah, so I can't wait for that 2-week update. Unfortunately, my husband, Mason, won't be able to attend that one. And that one is a pretty big one because you'll actually be able to see, you know, it'll actually look like a little human instead of a little gummy bear tadpole peanut thing. So I'm really excited. And I really do think the baby will still be there by that time. I'm really pushing this whole miscarriage thing kind of like out of my mind because it's going so well. It's going so well. Oh, I'm out of breath. Anyway, so some updates. April 27th, which was last Monday, I do believe, I had some bleeding and some spotting. So it was like, I noticed when I went to the bathroom, I looked down in my underwear, it was blood. And I freaked out, and I was at my friend's house when I saw this. So I was on my way out the door. So I went to her bathroom, and then I left. And when I got in my car, I just like broke down, and I called my husband. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? I called the OB. They don't have an appointment. They can't see me right now. So I'm just going to go to the ER. So I went to the ER and he met me there. And they really didn't tell me anything. I mean, they told me that the baby was still there. But they didn't give me a whole lot of reassurance. So I went to my OB the next day. They took my progesterone levels and they were good. I got an ultrasound. And that's when we saw the baby and we saw a heartbeat. So that was really good. That was nice. Actually, that was more reassurance. So, I haven't had any bleeding or spotting since then. Thank God. I did have like discharge, brown discharge, after the bleeding and spotting, but that lasted only a few days, and then after that, I haven't seen any of that. Now, the bleeding, I noticed I had started bleeding after I had worked out that day. And I had done like 2 miles, and then did another aerobic type routine. So I kind of went hardcore, and I think maybe that's what started the bleeding. So I haven't worked out since. Doctor told me no working out or sex for like a week. And even then, honestly, I'm still kind of scared to do any of those things because I don't want to see brown discharge because it freaks me out. I'm just, and these hormones aren't helping because I'm just all over the place with my mood. And I'm trying to stay centered and happy and positive with everything, but the littlest thing like get me down, like not being able to work out, like is one of them. And it, oh my god, it hurts sometimes. Mentally, not physically. Even though physically I feel like I'm just gonna be like a well if I'm not able to like do some type of activity, and it also helps with my mental state working out. But if I'm just sitting down and not doing much, I mean, I'm gonna get depressed. But so I have that. Can't do any of those things right now. I had some pelvic pain, but a doctor told me that's normal because my uterus is growing. My boobs are still sore, which, I mean, I'm not complaining about those things because that means that the baby, I mean, my body is doing what it needs to do in order to carry a child. So I'm okay. I have bloating, so it makes me look like, I feel like I'm like already like 5 months pregnant, but it's just bloating right now. Constipation is one of them. Oh, like why? Why? I eat pretty well. So I tell my husband, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so constipated. And he's like, April, I really don't want to do that. And then when I do go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh my god, I went poo. And he's like, really? I don't really know that. I'm like, no, it's a great thing. I have nausea, but it's not that often and doesn't last for that long. So that's a plus. It just started not too long ago. I'll feel in my tummy. But other than that, it's nothing crazy like it was before on my first go around. And that was all day, every day, all the time. My fatigueness is the struggle. It is real, okay, people? Being tired all the time. And on certain times, at certain times, it is so overwhelming. I have to like lie down or get up under my desk during lunch break and like just close my eyes and lay there for 10 minutes because I just feel so tired. My appetite and all that stuff is still normal. I don't overeat, and I try not to overeat, and like I said, I eat pretty healthy. I still get my green smoothies in, I try to get my veggies and my fruits in, protein, and I also take a prenatal vitamin that was prescribed to me via my doctor on the base. So I'm pretty good to go as far as all the other stuff. I feel like I'm doing the right things this time around. It sucks that I can't work out. I do still hula hoop, and I haven't had any issues with that. So I'm going to continue to do that. And continue to nap when I feel tired. But those are the only symptoms that I have. It's nothing too bad. It's part of normal pregnancy stuff. I'm going to try to do better with my mood. It's really hard because sometimes I'm in this just whatever type mood and I don't want to be happy. I don't know. But I really have no reason not to be happy because life is pretty good right now. It's been good for, what am I talking about? Life hasn't sucked for me for a long time. And that's a good thing. Anyway, that's my 6 weeks and 4 days update, and I'm hoping that it's actually kind of 7, but I mean, what it is. I just want a healthy baby, and I want it to grow and be here in December. Okay, I'm gonna show you my tummy and the ultrasound. So yeah, that's the baby. Looks like a tiny little peanut. The peanut. It's down there. And then the front. Hey, well, I'll see you guys later for my next update. Bye.